Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina would appear to be a far cry from the classics, but Chaucer would be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the teal. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Florida International Panthers. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Chanticleers will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down for this offense. Hands it off. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He makes the connection. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. FIU set up with another first down. Leaves it with the back. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Looking for a man. It's Westbrook. He's got it. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. And the ball is intercepted.
Intercepted by Coastal Carolina. And the Chanticleers take over 1st and
10. Looking for a productive play on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Hurley. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32.
International offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. He lofts one down the sideline.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Panthers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers! Ready to try the point after.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
7, Coastal Carolina, 0.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Carolina shots will take over 1st and 10.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The Chanticleers want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw, it's Buck. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And
I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in their own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
On second down, he's looking downfield. With the catch, it's Hurley. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Buck. On the move to his left. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too.
Snatches it on the run. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Offense working from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they get him down.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So
going for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Some much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt, needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
yeah, it just comes down.
He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch on the left. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Florida International. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the returner goes down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They go to the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And that's another shot to clear.
Now he's looking to throw it. Buys a little time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the shot that clears will hustle to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Shakes off the defender. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
To the air. It's Westbrook. Trying to get to him. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 per game, more or less in the first half.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And they got him for the sack. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. FIU will line up to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Offense getting set for first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's looking to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. He's looking to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The shot that clears will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive firing. Caught over the middle. It's Everett. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Westbrook. Into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
And your Coastal Carolina Shucks will take over 1st and 10.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He fires it out to the right.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab on the left side. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the shot to clears come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback during the progression.
They keep attacking through the air. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. Quarterback gets past the marker. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
How great is it on offense when you don't just have receivers and running backs that can make plays, but your quarterback can hurt the defense throwing it and running it as well. The speed, the open field.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, shot to clear. Oh, the offense shows some life here. He cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick.
16.
Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
They'll give it to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
2nd down coming up.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. To throw, it's Westbrook. On target. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver...
Touchdown, Panthers! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
16.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Looking for a crease. It's Hurley. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Chanticleer's racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He wants to go deep. Brings it in down the left side. All kinds of running room. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Coastal! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
He's not going to get it in, and the lead will remain 18 as they were trying to make this a 2-possession game. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And your Coastal Carolina shots will take over 1st and 10.
And now this offense will take the field again. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Buck. They're trying to get to him. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
The Chanticleers moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run for it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the shot to clear is looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Buying some time. Pressure's there and he lets it go. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Looking to pass. It's Buck. Fires to the middle. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense